It's okay.
Good morning,
Good morning, my Dhamma brothers and Dhamma sisters. So, today we want to start a Abhidhamma class on Dhammaka. As you know, Dhammaka is the six of the books of Abhidhamma Pitaka. According to Theravada tradition, there are 7 Abhidhamma texts, 7 Abhidhamma treatises. The first one is the Dhamma Sangani. Dhamma Sangani is explained about the Chaita, Chaitasika, Rupa, according to 3 truths and 2 truths. According to their outline. Outlines the 2 ways. Instead of 2, that is called dukkha. Instead of 2. Instead of 3, that is called tika. Like that, 2 in 1, 3 in 1. Tika means 3 in 1. One thing composed of 3, that is a tika. That is one outline. To classify phenomena, to classify ultimate reality, pramata. As you know, according to Buddha's teaching, there are 4 types of pramata. Pramata, ultimate realities are 4. Chaita, Chaitasika, Rupa, and Nirvana. The Buddha mainly explained only these 4. These are realities. Chaita, Chaitasika, Rupa. These 3 things can be found within us. Nirvana is final cessation of these 3. Final cessation of these 3. We are composed of Chaita, Chaitasika, Rupa. Chaita, Chaitasika are what we call mind. People don't know, many people don't know I have my mind, like people say. Mine is the Chaita and Chaitasika. These 2. Rupa is matter or physical body. Physical body and mind. Briefly, these 2. We are composed of these 2, physical body and mind. Mind is classified into consciousness and mental state. That is a Pali called Chaita and Chaitasika. We have only these 3, or we have only these 2, Nama, Rupa. Chaita and Chaitasika, these are together called Nama. Nama, we can translate in mind. What is the meaning of Nama? It inclined towards, ever inclined towards the object. Inclination of object. That is the meaning of Nama, but not name. Another place says Nama means a name. Here the Nama is inclination or inclined towards the object. Whatever object comes into being, it is inclined towards it. That is the meaning. For example, if we hear sound, our mind go towards the south. That is the inclining towards the object. When we got the smell, our mind rises towards the smell. That is the inclination. Nama. Just the English translation, we can say mind. Why it is called nama? Literally, it inclines towards the object. Therefore, it is called nama. Nama is composed of Chaita and Chaitasika. Chaita is a consciousness, Chaitasika, mental property or mental state. Mind is that through which we know, we aware, we feel. That is the mind. Physical body is different from the mind. Physical body cannot be aware of any object. Without the mind, just the body cannot be aware of any object. When these two phenomena, mind and physical body, join together harmoniously, it is what? Abhidhamma will explain mostly these two, Nama and Rupa. All Abhidhamma texts are dealing with these, mostly these two. All Abhidhamma texts will deal with four paramata. Nirvana is not included this in Nama Rupa. Because of cessations of Nama Rupa is called Nirvana. If we realize the Nama Rupa, we can infer the Nirvana. We can know Nirvana with the inference. Because of existence of Nama Rupa is a life. Cessation of Nama Rupa is a Nirvana. In this way, we can understand about Nirvana. What do you think? As long as Nama Rupa exists, there will be suffering. We have a Nama Rupa, therefore we have a lot of suffering. If it's so, what will be the cessations of Nama Rupa? Is the suffering will remain or not? If existence of Nama Rupa is a suffering, cessation of Nama Rupa will be happiness. Because of suffering caused by Nama Rupa. Only Nama Rupas are called suffering. As long as the Nama Rupa remains, the suffering remains, cannot be separated. You can get Nibbana. So all Abhidhamma texts are dealing with these in brief, Nama Rupa and Nibbana, or according to Paramatha, Chaita, Chaitasika, Rupa and Nibbana will be explained.